Hi. Let's learn about environmental economics. The main subject of this topic is environmental economics. Environmental economics is the study of the cost-effective allocation, use, and protection of the world's natural resources. It focuses on how humans use and manage finite resources in a manner that serves the population while meeting concerns about environmental impact. This helps governments weigh the pros and cons of alternative measures and design appropriate environmental policies. The basic theory underpinning environmental economics is that environmental amenities have economic value and there are costs to economic growth that are not accounted for in more traditional models. Examples of environmental goods include access to clean water, clean air, the survival of wildlife, and the general climate. Environmental economists analyze the costs and benefits of specific economic policies that seek to correct environmental problems, and they run tests on the possible consequences of these policies. There can be many approaches to solving the same environmental issue. For example, a state trying to impose a transition to clean energy can impose a fixed limit on carbon emissions or adopt more incentive-based solutions, like placing quantity-based taxes on emissions or offering tax credits to companies that adopt renewable power sources. Prescriptive regulations are when the government dictates specific measures to reduce environmental harm. Market-based regulations use economic incentives to encourage desired behaviors. For example, cap-and-trade regulations place a financial burden on those who pollute, while not dictating the method they use to reduce emissions. Environmental economics frequently requires a transnational approach because the nature and economic value of environmental goods often transcend national boundaries. The global character of environmental issues has led to the rise of non-governmental organizations which organize forums for heads of state to negotiate international environmental policies. A prominent contemporary example of the use of environmental economics is the cap-and-trade system, where companies purchase carbon offsets to make up for their carbon emissions. Another example is the use of a carbon tax to penalize industries that emit carbon. Environmental economics studies the relationship between the environment and the economy, while ecological economics considers the economy to be a subsystem of the wider ecosystem. Environmental economists may find employment at the Environmental Protection Agency or other environmental bodies at the state or local level, where they are responsible for enforcing regulations to protect the environment and calculating the economic costs of enforcing regulations. Here are 5 key takeaways. 1. Environmental economics studies the impact of environmental policies and devises solutions to problems resulting from them. 2. Environmental economics can either be prescriptive-based or incentive-based. 3. A major subject of environmental economics is externalities, the additional costs of doing business that are not paid by the business or its consumers. 4. Another major subject of environmental economics is placing a value on public goods, such as clean air, and calculating the costs of losing those goods. 5. Since some environmental goods are not limited to a single country, environmental economics often requires a transnational approach. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.